Time for another YouTube video. Gonna talk about Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, and NXT. Raw starts off with Elias Sampson. Well, starts off with John Cena. Basically saying Merry Christmas, getting the crowd to chant Merry Christmas because they've never had a live taping on Christmas before. So basically, the crowd chants Merry Christmas. Elias Sampson comes out. Elias tries to tries to sing. Crowd chants CM Punk. Elias says, I know CM Punk's not going to interrupt me because CM Punk doesn't work for WWE anymore. So, of course, he's not. So then we get basically Elias punches John Cena in the face. Then we get Elias versus John Cena. First hour of Raw, commercial free. John Cena wins because he's John Cena and he's not going to lose to Elias Sampson. When we get a video package basically showing Samoa Joe's path of destruction, destroyed Seth Rollins, destroyed Jason Jordan, destroyed Dean Ambrose, and destroyed Roman Reigns, technically, even though he had a match with Roman Reigns in the main event. Basically just showing him attacking everybody. And then backstage, Kurt basically puts Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan in a tag match against The Bar for the tag titles. And then Roman comes up, or Kurt turns around and Roman's like standing right behind him and basically says how his match with Samoa Joe is going to be for the IC Championship, which Roman, of course, is IC Champion. Then we get Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick come out to the ring basically talking about Hideo Itami. Brian Kendrick says how he's going to have a match against Hideo, and Hideo wins, which was good because basically Hideo hasn't had a lot of matches because it was basically his second week on Raw. So then we get Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas backstage basically singing everybody Christmas carols. Sings it to the women, and they basically they walk off saying, "Oh, we got a match," and they obviously weren't impressed by their faces. And then we get Bayley, Sasha, and Mickey versus Absolution, which is Paige, Mandy Rose, and Daria Baronato. If I haven't said that multiple times already. Absolution win because you got to keep the group looking strong. Then we get Rhino interviewing Samoa Joe. Joe basically says how he has no hard feelings for what he did to Dean Ambrose. And Joe says that, Ambrose is going to get to spend time with his loved ones. And Renee just looks at him like, I'm married to Dean Ambrose and I'm here at Raw, so he's not spending time with me. And then Joe walks off, and then we get Kane versus Heath Slater. Kane wins because it's Heath Slater. Slater's not going to beat Kane. Plus, Kane's getting a Universal title match at Rumble, so of course Kane's not going to lose. And we get Kurt Hawkins versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor wins because he's Finn Balor, so why wouldn't he win? We get a backstage segment with Goldust, Goldust, Titus O'Neil, and Apollo Crews and Dana Brooke. Well, first we got Miz Taraj singing to Goldust, handing him a Santa's Little Helpers DVD. And then we get Goldust, Titus, Dana Brooke, and Apollo Crews. Basically, Goldust says Merry Christmas to Titus, hands him the Santa's Little Helper DVD, comes back, blows in his face, and then Titus throws up the DVD and it lands behind him. And they didn't turn around to pick it up or nothing. That segment just ended, and then they went to a Bray Wyatt promo. Basically, Bray says he was making fun of Matt Hardy, basically. So then Matt comes out and basically like attack. Well, Matt doesn't come out. He attacks him from behind because he was obviously standing in the ring already. Tries to hit him with a twist of fate. Bray escapes. So that leads up to their match at some point. And then we get the Bar backstage. Cesaro pulls out a present for Sheamus, gives him a Seth Rollins figure, gives him a Jason Jordan figure, and Sheamus is like, "Oh, we're gonna break both of them." And then Sheamus gives Cesaro a Dean Ambrose figure, and saying how, "Oh, we've already broken him." Then we get a Miracle on 34th Street fight. The Zo Train, Enzo, Davari, and Gulak versus Cedric, Mustafa, and Tozawa. Cedric, Mustafa, and Tozawa win. And then we get, well, the reason they won is because they got to build up Cedric for his Cruiserweight title match next week. And then we get Nia and Enzo, basically like they're about to kiss under the mistletoe. Then Alexa Bliss comes up and says that they need to talk about the Women's Rumble. So basically, D block. There you go. And then we get Renee backstage with Roman Reigns. Roman basically says how how he's gonna keep the IC title, and Roman says, "When you go after one of the boys, we come after you." Then we get Joe versus Roman. Joe wins by DQ because Roman wouldn't stop beating him up. Then we get Bo versus Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. Braun wins, obviously. Alexa Bliss comes out, says how she wishes everyone a Merry Blissmas, which is obviously her version of Merry Christmas. Then we get Asuka coming out saying how she's going to be in the Women's Rumble. And then Asuka kicks Alexa in the face. Then we get The Bar versus Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins. Jason and Seth win, and then the new tag champs. On to SmackDown. Here we go. Daniel Bryan kicks off SmackDown basically and says how we're going to have a U.S. title tournament. And then we get all the tag teams come out. Then we get a triple threat tag match. Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin versus the New Day versus Rusev Day. Chad Gable and Jason. God dang it. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin win. Then we get the Bludgeon Brothers versus. Well, the reason they won is because they pinned the Usos last week. Then we get the Bludgeon Brothers versus Breezango. Bludgeon Brothers win because why wouldn't they? Naomi versus Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott wins because they got to keep her group members looking strong. So there you go. Baron Corbin versus Bobby Roode. This match was better than I thought it would be. Bobby Roode wins, which didn't really care about because I don't really like Bobby Roode. Ty Dillinger versus Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal wins. Don't like Jinder, so I don't care. AJ versus Kevin. This match was good. Kevin wins via distraction to basically further the storyline with Kevin and Sammy and Shane. 205 Live. Hideo versus Jack Gallagher. Hideo wins. Because again, Hideo's still new to 205 Live, so you got to keep him looking strong. Akira Tozawa versus Tony Nese. Tony Nese. Ooh, wait, hold on. Who won? Oh, Tony Nese won, okay. Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak and Arya Daivari. Cedric and Mustafa win. Basically, to send the crowd home happy because he's from Chicago, so there you go. And Cedric needed the win because, momentum. Then we get NXT Street Profits versus Jobbers. Street Profits win. Obvious. Ember Moon versus Sonya Deville. Ember Moon wins because Sonya's already on the main roster, so why would they give her the title? And Ember Moon is, great. So there you go. Fatal 4-Way number 1 contender. Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black, Lars Sullivan, Killian Dane. Johnny Gargano wins by pinning Aleister Black, which is good. And plus, I already knew Johnny was going to win because I heard spoilers. So there you go. So yeah, that's it for my YouTube video.